friend of mine asked me the other day, what have you learned, IK? Like, what do you think you've learned during this period? And I thought that was a great question, and I wanted to share it with you to challenge you, and also for you to also start thinking some of the things you've learned. I'm going to share 4 different things. 2 from my personal life, and 1 from my professional, and the other from my spiritual life. So for my personal life, I think the first thing I've learned about myself is my source of happiness. I personally, if you know me, you know I'm someone that loves being outdoor, being like dancing, going out, having dinner. It's just who I am. I'm like the out body. But the other part about myself that I haven't gotten the opportunity to know, because life just gets busy, you know, you are always planning, always out there, always traveling. It's the time I spend with myself. I realize my major source of happiness isn't all the activities I do, it's within me. My happiness comes from within, because I've been just as happy being outside as I am being inside. Like, I enjoy spending time with myself. How have you discovered your source of happiness since this lockdown? Have you reevaluated your source of happiness? Because a lot of us are so frustrated, depressed, and angry about other people because we think they've offended us, they hold the key to our happiness. But in life, you have to be in control of your joy, your feelings, how you react, because if you depend on other people, you can never really be sure how they will react. So I am grateful that coronavirus has given me the opportunity to understand myself by myself, and also know that in as much as I enjoy being with other people and just like enjoying doing the activities and social activities of life, I also enjoy my own space, being with myself and being in the company of very close family and friends. The number 2 thing I've learned personally is friendship. I always love friends and I always have great friends, but I learned that you never really know your friends until you've gotten through some things in life, some difficulties in life. Unfortunately for me, during this time of coronavirus, I also lost my mom, so there was just a lot to deal with at the same time. But in it, I saw appreciation and reason to lean on friends, because I've always been the one that will buckle up my feelings. I laugh and I talk, but when it comes to talking about deep feelings and sharing and just like being able to lean on other people, I never see the need for it. But this coronavirus have taught me the meaning of community, of friendship, of sharing, and being there for people and letting others be there for you. Being a friend to people doesn't really necessarily mean being there for them all the time, but you allowing that vulnerability and letting people come into your life when you need them the most is also the bedrock of friendship. Being able to share your own pain, your own worries, your own vulnerability with your friend, it gets to the level of letting you know that you've trusted those people, you've given them room into your space. And moving on to professional life, I've also learned to let go. You know, in your professional life, I don't know about other people, but personally, I want to control things. I want to be the one in charge. I want to make sure that I know the outcome, because I love what I do. I love my colleagues. I love the job I do. I care about what I do. And when you care about what you do, your end goal is always like making sure there's best result. But there are always many ways to achieving good results. By trusting other people, by believing that other people have the same capability to do their job well, you know, and just knowing that everything might not be right all the time. It doesn't mean that you are not good at what you do, or it doesn't mean that you don't know what you're doing. It's just life, you know, life happens. And also in professional settings, that could happen too. So I've learned to let go a little bit and trust my judgment and letting some take its natural course. Put the effort, put my 150%, and then let the rest be the outcome of that work, and just let it manifest. And then when you're approaching things with fear versus when you're approaching things with confidence and trust and hope, the results are different. The results are always different. So I've learned to walk in trust, in confidence, and with respect to my fellow teammates and colleagues. Then lastly, spirituality. This coronavirus has forced us to think of religiosity in different ways. Traditionally, we believe like going to church and being in a space, in community of people, and just like worshiping in a church like building. But I have to start to think that your church is your connection with whatever spirituality you believe in, whether it's God, whatever your spirituality is, you're Jewish, whatever your religion is, it's in your heart and it's out there in the universe, and you can connect anywhere. I've been able to attend Hillsong New York service online, TDJs online. I've been able to listen to a lot of different ministers and just like tap from different religious knowledge at the same time, still staying connected to God in my heart. Like, I often feel like my spirituality have developed a lot more stronger. But the point is, my traditional idea of religiosity was broken when coronavirus came and it forced us to start to think differently. What are the things you've learned? Like I said, I learned 4 great lessons and I'm still learning. I have to tell you, there are a lot of other lessons I've learned, but the 4 major ones, it's 1, learning to trust in my happiness, and my happiness comes from me and no one else. Not the things I love to do. Those are just like part of the things that makes me happy, but the true happiness comes from within. Number 2, that my friendship is not just me being there for my friends, it's also letting them be there for me. It's a two-way street. Being vulnerable is part of friendship. Number 3, I've learned to trust and walk in confidence in my professional life and just like let go and let things take a course, put in my best and hope for the best result. Number 4, that I have learned, which is amazing, is my spirituality is not limited to a building or a 4 walls of a church. My spirituality can be practiced anywhere and everywhere, and God is everywhere. At least I believe in God. What do you believe in? And this again is a reminder, is a challenge for you to reflect on some of the things you've really learned from this whole experience, because I'm quite sure you've learned something deep. You've learned something about yourself, and being able to recall those things, being able to hold on to those lessons and use them to move forward, use them as a strength, as a reminder as we move forward post-corona, to keep growing, to keep advancing yourself. We don't just learn lessons for learning's sake. You learn lessons so you can advance to the next level, and you can only advance if you are aware of those lessons. So I hope this video gives you a sense of reminder of some of the greatest lessons you've learned during this coronavirus. And again, I'm your girl, Gift Patrick, and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube page. It's Gift Patrick. My Instagram page is gift_Patrick. I will be bringing you more conversations in the next episode. Till then, keep staying safe and have fun. Bye bye.